2NUR FM News for our sponsor, The General, for professional building work.
It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Cecilia Connell with Hunter News. A man is due to face Newcastle local court today, charged over the murder of Tony O'Grady at Wickham in March this year. The 52-year-old was bashed, tied up, gagged and left for dead at Thomas Armstrong Oval after being lured there on the promise of a party. Vanessa Alec Erickson from police headquarters says a 46-year-old man has been extradited from Brisbane.
Now, the man had earlier been arrested by Queensland Police on traffic matters, and yesterday he was taken to Newcastle Police Station and he was charged with aggravated robbery and concealing a serious offence, and he's been refused bail. He'll be appearing in Newcastle local court today. 3
other men are already before the courts. Police are looking for a man with an Italian accent who spiked a woman's drink at Hamilton. He bought the 19-year-old a beer at a hotel on Beaumont Street yesterday afternoon after buying a large amount of raffle tickets off her. She began to feel dizzy and unwell as she drank the beverage and contacted staff before the man ran off. Police are carrying out tests on the drink. The chairman of the Hunter Infrastructure Fund says it's far too early for Labor to promise money from the fund for the redevelopment of the Newcastle Art Gallery. Deputy Opposition Leader Linda Burney yesterday guaranteed the $14 million pledge should Labor win the March election. However, HIF Chairman Peter Blackmore says the board is yet to receive an application which must be assessed on its merits along with other infrastructure projects.
There is no guarantee of particular funds that will be made out of the Hunter Infrastructure and Investment Fund to go to any project unless it is ratified by the government of the day. And that government of the day is the coalition government in New South Wales, and that will continue up until March next year when there will be a general election.
Police have arrested 3 people accused of operating a drug house at Mount View. Officers raided 2 homes yesterday, seizing illicit drugs, cash, a loaded shotgun and stolen property. A large amount of laboratory equipment was also found in one of the homes. The chemical storage facility Coppers will have their Mayfield site upgraded soon, with progress to be monitored by the Environmental Protection Authority. The upgrades will take place in an effort to enhance environmental performance and will involve the installation of a fume recovery system under the Pollution Recovery Program. The EPA's manager for the Hunter region, Adam Gilligan, says the upgrades will be completed in 2 stages.
There's 2 key parts to the program. One is to install a fume recovery system where ship loading takes place, and secondly to install nitrogen blanketing on some naphthalene tanks on the Coppers site. These projects are aimed at reducing air quality impacts arising from their activities.
And Hunter residents are being encouraged to look out for each other this World Mental Health Day. 1 in 5 people will suffer from a mental illness in the next 12 months. Mental Health Australia's Chris Wagner says we need to be aware of any changes in our loved ones and also ourselves.
We know our friends and we know ourselves, and we feel like we're not quite ourselves, or if someone we know is not really acting like themselves, then maybe they need help. The best thing we can do is to open the dialogue with them, to talk to them and make it okay for them to talk to us about how they're feeling.
Updating sport. In only his 2nd season at the Knights, Beau Scott has been awarded Player of the Year at the club's presentation awards last night. Players' Player went to Kurt Gidley, while Robbie Rocco picked up Clubman of the Year. Meanwhile, the reformed Knights board could commence its duties one director short if a community representative can't be locked in. The NRL rejected the nomination of Newcastle Rugby League chairman Trevor Crowe, stating the new board needed to start with a clean slate and anyone involved with the Knights in the past 3 years would be ineligible. And the Newcastle Jets A-League campaign kicks off tomorrow with the F3 derby. Captain QR Leans says facing the Mariners in the opening round will keep the team on their toes.
I think it's a good thing. You can't have a slow start, so you have to be sharp from the beginning. So I think that's a good thing for us to be on the pump from minute 1.
That's sport. I'm Cecilia Connell, and 2NUR FM News Time is 26 to 9.